Yeah, I won Best Spoken Word Performer last year, which came as an utter shock to me, which was none more so emphasised than when I got up to do my award speech and obviously was like, I have nothing to say, because how the hell did I just win this? But yeah, I would like to say thank you to Sabotage and the Saboteur Awards, because it's been a wonderful year thanks to that, and it's been a lovely experience. So anyway, I'm just going to put my beer down and then get started. I also did a few poems last year, which I wasn't going to do originally. I was invited to come and perform, and my girlfriend, who is now my wife, which I put solely down for the Saboteur Awards. Before that, she wouldn't have any of it, and then suddenly, she put a ring on it. Yeah, I wasn't going to do it. She was like, you must go and perform if they're inviting you to, and I thought, what? I've been shortlisted for Performer of the Year award. All I can do is go and mess that up. The votes have been cast. Why would I go and show everyone how terrible I am? But I got over myself thanks to her. Anyway, this first one is called The Good Book. It physically pains the prim prune that I share the leg luxury of a table train space with, when her shark's eye registers my thumb pull at the corner of a page and then press. Perhaps her dark marbles draw out all the blood she desires at a glance, but mine rather require these ripples to remind me that here there is more to mine. In the broken spine, she observes the sum of my generation, careless, unclean. Perhaps she has a book awaiting her, pristine, on the safety of a coffee table. But show me a book with scars, a book that wouldn't wait for the sanctity of a sofa, a book travelled, that had to be forced into a bursting bag or pummeled into a pocket, a book with a broken bodice shaking its stories loose because someone had to have them. So yeah, this next one, I think I might have read last year. It's about my dad, and bless him, me and my dad, we have an alright relationship. We don't get on massively well, we just don't talk that much, but we have an alright relationship. But he's very much a military man, and kind of wanted me to follow him into the army. But instead, he got this. Luckily, I've got two older sisters who, between them, they're kind of butch enough to make up the son that he never had and me. But anyway, this poem comes from, he was doing an event for Armed Forces Day, and it was at the anniversary of the Falklands conflict. And I was born when that was going on, so he was away fighting when I was born. And he'd been around to local primary schools chatting to the kids about what it was like in the Falklands. And they'd been set the homework task by their teacher to write letters and draw pictures, send as if they were sending them home, from the persona of my dad, sending them home to his newborn son. I didn't know anything about this, but I got there to find this wall of letters and pictures all addressed to me. So this is about that. It's called Falklands and Flying Penguins. We don't speak. I sketch the silences in pencil, and you tend your flowers and vegetables. But we don't speak. But here, at an event that you never mentioned, I'm in a gallery of my own history. Walls of pictures and letters planted and nurtured by a classroom of 7-year-olds. To Steve, love from Dad. Staff Sergeant Nash is well sad that a conflict for some islands too small to spell correctly has taken him away from my first manoeuvres in this world. Tales new to me, detail near misses, a bomb clatters onto deck, bounces overboard intact. The Argentinians, avoiding their loads too low, they'll soon grow wise, but too late to catch you. A picture details with dispatch precision the one tale you have told. A protective mother penguin with bloody beak and chick, bestowing upon you your one wound from this conflict. That's a true story. 22 years in the army, his one and only wound, he got bitten by a penguin. You can't wait to get home, away from the rocks and the cold, to your garden, to your daughters, and to your new son. What do you reckon then? Suddenly you're at my side. I'm taller than you now, though somehow you still dwarf me. But we don't speak. You garden, and I sketch my thoughts with a pencil at night. So shallowly I mumble, well, they got your moustache right. Yes, I did win the award last year, and you know, I don't like to bang on about it. I won the award, Best Performer of the Year, and all of that, but I don't like to go on about it too much. So I feel it's crass to go on about it too much, you know, it's, I won an award. As you might notice from my accent, I am from north of the wall. So a few of us in, we have officially infiltrated. Yeah, amazing place, London. We came yesterday and we got taken to Camden and to Shoreditch last night to get shit-faced. And honestly say, I don't know if this is a regular thing in London, but we were walking from the Euston area into Camden, as you do, and all the cars are backed up, beeping away, beeping away. Only when we got to the front of this queue of cars, we realised what they were waiting for, and it was 3 girls just twerking in the middle of the road. Honestly, I've never seen twerking up close that much. Kind of wanted to go back and tell all the cars why they were waiting. Anyway, I'm a primary school teacher by trade, although now they let me teach at universities because people are mad. And this is a tale from, I was teaching in a primary school class. I just emphasise the northernness of where I'm from. I was teaching in this really rural school, ridiculously rural, if that's even a thing. And you're teaching primary school kids, you always lose their attention easily, especially if you're a terrible teacher like me. And they start wandering to the window and staring at just about anything. Could be snowing, could be anything. I lost a few of them, they're all staring out the window. Oh, carry on, no, lost more, until they're all glued to this window, staring out at the horizon. So I look out the window and I'm like, what is it? Can't see anything. Rolling hills, because that's the north for you. Beautiful up there. All I can see is a tractor, and that's about it. It's the only thing moving. So eventually I asked them, like, there, Mr. Nash, there. Like, what? Like, nothing. There, Mr. Nash. Like, what, a tractor? And this kid turns around to me, 5-year-old, and says, that's not a tractor, Mr. Nash. That's a Massey Ferguson. So it's a true story from my teaching life called The Myth Gatherers. It's story time in Class 1B. The big bad villain has met his end, and Poppy, too young to ask anything less than earth-shaking, asks, where are our monsters and miracles these days? 4 years of training, I'm unqualified to answer. Maisie rescues me. We're probably just collecting stories. Satisfied, they turn back to their next urgency. A tractor shuffling past, a bird twitching hello. I feel like I've just found religion. Perhaps we do live in a tide of stories with a time to gather and a time to tell. Here we drift in the lull of an age yet to grow its fingerprints. My carpet of savants' grandchildren may sit, look back and talk of our miracles and magic, of the wolves in wool suits hoarding our gold, of ogres in cassocks devouring our children, of warring hordes casting lethal metal spells, of saints in chains and disappearing planes, of how we shrank the world to an apple with a click, and they'll wonder how on earth we missed it.